legs are getting weaker, and it may not be aging. For many people over 60, the real damage starts with foods they eat every day. Painful knees, stiff calves, heavy legs, and unstable walking are not random signs. They are warnings. Here is a hard life lesson from real senior wisdom. Some fruits you trust for health are quietly destroying your joints and legs. They increase inflammation, disturb circulation, and accelerate weakness faster than you imagine. Today, I will reveal 5 common fruits that can worsen joint pain, damage leg strength, and raise the risk of falls after 60. This is not fear. This is senior wellness and senior health tips you were never told. If you value your independence, your mobility, and your future, stay with me. What you learn next may protect your legs for years to come. Stop trusting grapes after 60. They may be fueling joint pain, weak legs, and balance loss faster than you realize. Let's talk about grapes. Small, sweet, easy to eat, and widely praised as heart-healthy. Many older adults snack on grapes daily, believing they support circulation and longevity. Here is a piece of life lessons from the elderly often learned too late. Foods that feel light and harmless can still place heavy stress on aging joints and blood vessels. This is one of those elderly health secrets rarely discussed openly. Grapes contain a high amount of fructose, a natural sugar that is processed almost entirely by the liver. According to research discussed by the National Institutes of Health, excess fructose can increase uric acid levels in the blood. Elevated uric acid is strongly associated with gout, joint inflammation, and stiffness in the knees, ankles, and toes, especially after age 60. What makes grapes dangerous for seniors is not just sugar, but how easily they are overconsumed. A handful becomes 2 cups without notice. Each spike in blood sugar increases inflammation, slows circulation in the legs, and worsens swelling. Over time, walking feels heavier, stairs feel steeper, balance feels less reliable. The Centers for Disease Control and Prevention warns that chronic inflammation and poor blood sugar control significantly raise fall risk in older adults. This is a key concern in senior wellness, because a single fall can change independence forever. Many seniors say their legs feel heavy or tight after eating grapes, especially at night. Some notice toe pain, ankle stiffness, or sudden cramps during sleep. These are not random signs of aging. They are signals your body is struggling to manage sugar and inflammation. This aligns with findings reported by the World Health Organization, which links high free sugar intake to metabolic stress and musculoskeletal decline in aging populations. There is senior wisdom in learning when to let go of habits that no longer serve you. Grapes may be harmless at 30, but after 60, your body responds differently. Aging circulation, slower metabolism, and sensitive joints change the rules. One of the most powerful inspirational quotes often shared in geriatric care is simple: "What once healed you may later harm you." Understanding this is not fear, it is strength. If grapes can quietly undermine your legs this way, the next fruit may surprise you even more. Stay with me, because what comes next could explain pain you've been blaming on age alone. Sweet apples may look harmless, but after 60, they can quietly accelerate muscle weakness and joint pain. Let's talk directly about sweet apples. Crisp, fragrant, and often recommended as a perfect healthy snack, especially for older adults trying to eat clean. Here is a piece of senior wisdom many people learn late in life. What raises blood sugar quickly can silently weaken muscles over time. This is a critical issue in health over 60, yet rarely explained clearly. Sweet apples contain natural sugars that are rapidly absorbed, especially when eaten alone. According to the National Institute on Aging, repeated blood sugar spikes in older adults contribute to insulin resistance, chronic inflammation, and reduced muscle protein synthesis. This matters because muscle loss is not just about strength. It affects balance, walking speed, and the ability to stand up from a chair. Muscle loss prevention is one of the most important goals in senior health. Yet sugar-driven inflammation works directly against it. Research summarized by the Harvard Medical School highlights that frequent high glycemic foods can worsen age-related muscle decline, a condition often linked to early sarcopenia. Many older adults notice subtle changes after years of eating sweet apples daily. Legs feel weaker, thighs tire faster, and stairs feel more demanding. These are not sudden problems. They develop gradually as muscles lose efficiency and joints absorb more stress. The World Health Organization emphasizes that maintaining stable blood sugar is essential for preserving muscle function and mobility in aging populations. In senior wisdom, there is a powerful reminder often shared in clinics. Strength is not built by what tastes good, but by what supports your body long term. This idea sits at the heart of true senior health. Sweet apples are not poison, but for adults over 60, eating them too often and alone may quietly work against muscle strength and stability. Awareness is protection. If this explanation resonates with you, leave a comment number 2 below. Your experience may help someone else realize they are not alone. And stay with me. The next fruit may be even more surprising for aging muscles. Very ripe bananas may look gentle, but after 60, they can quietly speed up muscle weakness and joint inflammation. Let's talk directly about very ripe bananas. Soft, sweet, easy to chew, and often recommended for seniors with sensitive digestion. Here is a piece of life lessons many older adults discover too late. When fruit becomes overly ripe, its sugar content rises sharply, and aging muscles pay the price. This insight sits at the heart of senior wisdom. As bananas ripen, their starch converts into fast-absorbing sugars. According to the National Institute on Aging, frequent sugar spikes in older adults contribute to insulin resistance, low-grade inflammation, and reduced muscle repair capacity. This matters deeply for muscle loss prevention. Muscles need stable energy and controlled inflammation to stay strong. When blood sugar rises too fast, inflammatory signals increase, and muscle protein breakdown quietly accelerates. Research highlighted by Harvard Health Publishing shows that diets high in rapidly absorbed carbohydrates can worsen age-related muscle decline and fatigue, especially in sedentary older adults. Many seniors notice that after eating very ripe bananas, their legs feel heavy, calves tire quickly, and balance feels less steady. Some even experience nighttime cramps or morning stiffness. These are not coincidences. They reflect how muscles respond to repeated sugar stress. The World Health Organization emphasizes that chronic, low-grade inflammation is a key driver of frailty and mobility loss in aging populations, directly affecting legs and hips. This is why senior wellness today is not about eating more fruit, but choosing the right ones at the right stage of life. Even foods once considered gentle may no longer serve aging muscles. There is an old saying often shared in geriatric clinics, one of the simplest life lessons. Soft food does not always mean supportive food. True strength comes from nourishment that calms inflammation, not fuels it. Instead of relying on very ripe bananas, many experts now suggest focusing on balanced meals that include anti-inflammatory foods such as berries, leafy greens, nuts, and adequate protein to protect muscles and joints. If very ripe bananas can weaken aging muscles this way, the next fruit may challenge what you believe about natural sweetness. The next section could change how you look at your daily fruit bowl. After 60, mango can quietly overload your body with sugar and accelerate joint damage faster than most seniors expect. Let's speak directly about mango. Many older adults include it in smoothies, fruit bowls, or desserts, believing it supports strength and recovery. Here is a piece of senior wisdom learned through experience. Foods that raise blood sugar too quickly often place the greatest strain on aging joints and circulation. This is one of those senior health secrets rarely explained in simple terms. Mango contains a high concentration of rapidly absorbed natural sugars. According to guidance from the National Institute on Aging, repeated sugar spikes in older adults contribute to chronic inflammation, joint stiffness, and reduced tissue repair. This directly affects senior health because joints already experience wear, reduced lubrication, and slower healing after 60. When inflammation increases, knees, hips, and ankles absorb more stress with every step. Research summarized by Harvard Medical School shows that diets high in fast-acting carbohydrates are linked to worsening joint pain and reduced mobility in older populations. Many seniors report similar patterns after frequent mango intake: aching knees after walking, tight hips when standing up, and swelling around the ankles by evening. These are not isolated complaints. They reflect how inflammation spreads through aging joints. The World Health Organization emphasizes that long-term inflammation is a major driver of disability and loss of independence in later life, especially when combined with poor blood sugar control. This is why modern senior health tips focus less on natural sweetness and more on stability, stable blood sugar, stable joints, and stable movement. Understanding this shift is essential for anyone following a true senior health guide. There is a saying often shared in geriatric care, rooted in senior wisdom. Comfort today should never cost mobility tomorrow. Mango may feel comforting, but frequent use may work against long-term joint health. Instead of relying on mango, many clinicians now encourage seniors to prioritize foods that calm inflammation and support joints steadily. This awareness protects independence. If this information feels important to you, save this video so you can return to it when planning your meals. The next fruit may challenge even more long-held beliefs about healthy eating after 60. Sweet cherries may appear helpful for joints, but after 60, they can quietly worsen inflammation and blood sugar stress if eaten the wrong way. Let's talk directly about sweet cherries. Many seniors choose them believing they relieve pain and support mobility. Here is an important piece of senior wisdom. A food known for benefits can still become harmful when portion size and timing are ignored. This reality lies at the center of many overlooked senior health secrets. Sweet cherries contain natural sugars along with anthocyanins. While anthocyanins may help reduce inflammation, the sugar load can raise blood glucose rapidly in older adults. According to the National Institute on Aging, repeated glucose spikes increase inflammatory signaling and joint stress in people over 60. This directly affects senior health, especially for those already dealing with knee pain, hip stiffness, or ankle swelling. Inflammation triggered by sugar can override the potential benefits of antioxidants when portions are too large or eaten late in the day. Research, summarized by Harvard Health Publishing, notes that antioxidant-rich foods still require moderation in older adults to avoid worsening metabolic and inflammatory stress. Many seniors report that after eating a large bowl of sweet cherries, they notice heavier legs, tight knees, or restless sleep. These are signals that the body is struggling to balance sugar control and joint recovery at the same time. The World Health Organization emphasizes that managing chronic inflammation and glucose variability is critical to preserving mobility and independence in later life. Modern senior health tips no longer focus on good or bad foods alone, but on how the body responds with age. Understanding this shift is essential for anyone following a reliable senior health guide. There is a saying often shared among clinicians, rooted in senior wisdom. More is not better when the body is older. Sweet cherries can support joints in small amounts, but excess may quietly work against long-term mobility. Instead of relying heavily on sweet cherries, many experts now recommend balancing fruit intake with protein, fiber, and anti-inflammatory meals to protect joints and circulation. If you are over 60, I want you to hear this clearly. Your body is not failing you. It is simply asking for different care than it did before. What we discussed today is not about fear or restriction. It is about awareness, the heart of senior wisdom. Many people believe pain, stiffness, or weak legs are unavoidable with age. But real senior wellness begins when we understand how our body changes and adjusts gently, one choice at a time. Small decisions, made consistently, protect strength and independence. This is not about perfection. It is about progress. And that is one of the most important senior health tips I can share with you today. You still have time. You still have control. And you are not alone on this journey. If this video helped you see your health with kinder, clearer eyes, I invite you to stay connected. Subscribe to this channel for calm, practical guidance rooted in senior health, so you can continue caring for your body with confidence and dignity.